direct proportion. That is, if the cost of 1 kg of sugar is 18 rupees, what will be the cost of 3 kg? 1 kg means 18, so 3 will be 3 into 18, right? Because we have 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg. So 1 kg 18, then another 1 kg 18, third one 1 kg 18, and that will give you 3 into 18. That will be actually 54. So weight of sugar and cost is varying like this. We can easily find the cost of 5 kg and 8 kg like this. When it is 1 kg, 18. When it is 3 kg, you just multiply 18 by 3. When it is 5 kg, you multiply 18 by 5. You get 90. Likewise, when you want for 6, you multiply 18 by 6, because this is the unit price. This is the price or weight of sugar for 1 kg is 18. So for unit means if you take kg as a unit, for 1 unit the cost is 18. For any unit you just have to multiply. So as the weight of the sugar increases, the cost also increases. But one thing you should really observe, that the ratio remain constant. Let me take some more example. Suppose a car uses 4 liter of petrol to travel distance of 60 km. Now, how far will it travel using 12 liters? Right? 4 liters, 60 km. 1 liter, 60 by 4. This is unit. Now you just have to multiply this by 12 to get 12 kilometers. Means the distance in 12 liters of petrol. Similarly for 20, you just have to multiply this by 20. So what we got? We see that every time 4 by 60, 12 by 180, in any of these entry, the ratio remains same. So x by, that is the ratio. If x increases, y also increases. That means x by y, it remains constant, that is k. And in this case, it is 1 by 15. So x and y are in direct proportion. If x by y is equal to k, and means this k is a constant, so x equal to ky. So 4 by 60 is equal to 12 by 180. This 4 and 12 are the quantities of petrol which are consumed, and 60 and 180 are of course the distance. So when x and y are in direct proportion, x1 by y1 will be equal to x2 by y2 will be equal to x3 by y3 will be equal to xn by yn. Right? So this is in direct proportion. Just think of some more example, like how much Mohan, if he is preparing tea for 2 people and he has been using some items in certain amount, if he has to make the tea for 5, how much he needs? So variable increasing or decreasing together need not always be in direct proportion. They can also be in indirect proportion. That means if you see physical changes in human being occur with time, but we don't know the ratio. Some 40-year guy can look like 30. Some 40-year guy can look like 50. Change in weight and height among individuals, they are also not in any proportion. And I must not say indirect, but there is no direct proportion, because I will talk about indirect. One thing increases, the other thing decreases, that is indirect proportion. So I must not say indirect here. This is no direct proportion, you can say. So there is no direct relationship in the height of the tree and the number of leaves growing in its branches. These are all with no direct or indirect proportion. Let us take an example. Cost of 5 meter of particular quality of cloth is 210. So for 5 meter you have 210. You have to tabulate the cost for 2, 4, 10, 13 meters. So this x is 2, 4, 5, 10, 13. You have to tabulate it. So this is y. So we know that if the cost of 5 meter is this much, increasing the meters will increase the cost, decreasing this meter will decrease the cost. So these are in direct proportion. So you can easily find out these values. See, 2 by y2 will be equal to 5 by 210. You can easily find out y2. Similarly, 4 by y2 will be equal to 5 by 210. Similarly, 10 by y4 will be equal to 5 by 210, 13 by y5 is equal to 5 by 210. You can easily find out y2, y3, y4 and y5. So this is how we find out, because they are in ratio. So x1 by x2 will be equal to x2 by y2. 5 by 210 is 2 by y2, you get y2. Similarly, you can equate it with y3, y4, y5, you get the required values. An electric pole 14 meter high casts a shadow of 10 meters. Find the height of the tree that casts a shadow of 15 meters under similar condition. That means these are in direct ratio. So 14 by 10 will be equal to x by 15. x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. So how to find it? 14 by 10 will be equal to x by 15. You can take it here, means the denominator to the numerator, you just multiply it, you get x equal to 21. You can easily find out this in another way. See, these are in proportion. So x1 x2 will be equal to y1 is to y2. 14 is to x will be equal to 10 is to 15. You know that when you have this, you multiply this with 10 with x and 14 with 15. So this is exactly same as the similar one, 21. If the weight of 12 sheets of a thick paper is 40 grams, so 12, the number of sheets are 12, the weight is 40. So how many sheets of same paper would weigh 2.5? 2.5 means this is in grams and this is in kg, so you have to change this into rather grams. So 2 kg is 2000 grams and half is 0.5, so that will be 500 grams. So this is equal to 2500 this grams. So now for number of sheets 12 it is 40. So for x, for 2500, what will be the x? So these are in direct proportion. 12 by 40 will be equal to x by 2500. This one, and you can find out x. You can also do it in another way. These quantities x and y, they vary in direct proportion. So you can say x by y equal to k or x equal to ky. So k can be found out by 12 by 40. This is 3 by 10. You just multiply 3 by 10 because x equal to ky for the another data. So 3 by 10, k use 3 by 10 from here and multiply it by 2500, you get 750. A train is moving at a uniform speed of 75 km an hour. 75 km an hour, that is, an hour is 60 minutes. The time taken is 60 minutes. How far will it travel in 20 minutes? So we don't know the distance, how far it travel in 20 minutes. The other question is, find the time required to cover a distance of 250 km. So for 250 km, we don't know the time taken. So we can just tabulate like this. Why we have taken this as 20 minutes and 250 kilometers? Because, and this as hour, because hour is 60 minutes. So let us take everything in 60 in terms of minutes. So now these are in direct, you can say uniform speed and direct relation. So 75 by 60 will be equal to x by 20. You can find x. So 75 by 60 is equal to 250 by y. You can find y. Yeah. These are the way, as I just told you, you can find out x and y with a direct proportion. Now a map. A map is what? Let me go through this one. A map is a miniature representation of a very large region, because the map can be in A4 paper, A3 or maybe A0 paper, but the physical region, actual region is very large. So a scale is given always at the bottom of the map. So the scale is nothing but the ratio, or you can say the relationship between actual length to the length which is represented on the map, right? And the length which is represented by the map. So the scale of map is what ratio? It is the distance between 2 points on the map to the actual distance between 2 points in the large map. That is, if this is 1 centimeter, say 1 centimeter, and you are representing 1 centimeter, say 100 kilometer by 1 centimeter, so it will be 1 by 100, and you can convert it into meters also. It will be like this, 1 by 100,000. So for example, if 1 centimeter is mapping 8 kilometer, so this will be, you can convert it into meter, centimeter, the way you want. So it will be just 1:8 kilometers, because this is centimeter, so you have to convert this into centimeter. That is why it is 1:800,000. This is just an example. So now we can say that these are in direct proportion. That is, the scale of the map is based on the concept of direct proportion. So now the scale of map is given as this one, means the distance one unit on the map represent this much on the actual ground. So if two cities are 4 centimeter apart on map, find the actual distance. So 1 by this much is equal to x is to y, where this x is nothing but 4 centimeter. You have to find y. So just 1 by 3 into 10 to the power 7. This is 3 into 10 to the power 7 is equal to x by y. Y is being, this x is given, we have to find y. X is 4. You can easily find y, and which is equal to 1200 kilometers.